Say hello, Mr. Camera. Hello, Mr. Cambridge. Now I'm gonna give the camera to Daddy. And I have Daddy's gonna vlog. Dad's gonna vlog. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Make
A couple things. One, today's the first time I went to start a car and it just was dead from lack of driving it. Which means most likely I'm gonna sell at least one, possibly two, maybe three cars. I was also challenged by Todd that instead of selling cars and replacing those payments with another car, to finding a way to use that money to at least at some point make the same amount of money, which would basically mean it would work out like this. I'd put that money into something. It would take a minute to mature or grow to the spot where it would be bringing in what I put in, but it is possible. There are ways to do it. What would happen is once it matures, I could get that same money and buy a car with it. But instead of just using that money monthly for a car payment and it kind of being gone or possibly be just tied up in the car, after the investment gets to the part where I could pay for it, it would pay for the car I get as a replacement, but without actually costing me the same amount of money. You know, my money would be working for me as it's buying the car, like probably a whole life insurance policy, something like that. So it might take 3 years, but by then the 720 would be at the bottom of its probably at the bottom of its depreciation. I mean, you never know. It could go up and the whole plan could backfire. In the meantime, I'd probably need to keep something, so, you know, depending on how this whole Jaguar thing works out, it might not be that now, which it was always going to be that. But if it's not, then I have the Audi. The real question, what am I gonna sell? Sell this BMW, because maintenance-wise, it's kind of a beast. Takes a lot of money maintenance-wise. I mean, it's not like I'm not able to pay for it, but what do I get out of this that I don't get out of the truck? I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but I mean, this is where I sit when the girls are in. This is where I sit when they're not. So every time they're in the car, I have to move the seat that far. It's not necessarily convenient. So do I sell the truck? It's definitely a possibility. I need to get a price on it, right? See what people will buy it for. Obviously, I'm gonna sell the Mustang. I haven't even driven it, basically. It's just costing me more money at a mechanic. Leave it to me to get a car that requires me to immediately put money into it to fix it. In 1 year, we're going to either get rid of the Jag or we're going to get rid of the Audi. One of them for sure is gone. I'll keep either the truck or the BMW. So that's one car. The other one will be Val's car. And then we'll have the fun car. I'd like to get rid of the Navigator. I know I make fun of it and all, but it would be really nice to get rid of the payment the Navigator is. And then I think for Val's car, I'd bring the Rover from work. I realize I've fallen into the trap since the Jag has been getting worked on. I drive the girls to school in this, and I either drive this or I switch to the Audi. So I only need one car. So I'm not gonna modify the Audi too hard. I'm gonna just basically leave it where it's at. I gotta remember, oh no, we got the wheels there at the shop, cool. Also, I'm gonna throw a video together, just the random stuff I've done the last, I don't know, week. Maybe I'll go back. I just got bogged down by editing, but it's because I got behind. If I just do it to help me get in a routine, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. I didn't record anything in the office. I did accounting in QuickBooks.